Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen with more patch notes and updates from the PTU with Star Citizen Alpha 3.5.0S. The current testing focus is general gameplay and AI pilot behavior, as well as testing and reporting server stalls. There's also, ironically, analytics events that have been added and included in this build to track network performance during those stalls, so you may experience increased stalls due to that. I believe that process is entirely automated though. However, people reporting those kind of bugs and having stalls probably still helps in the correct forums and sort of like reproduction of that in the issue council. Feature updates and fixes in the patch. They've increased the probability of AI beacons around moons and Lagrange points. Some of these missions are the replacement for the ECN missions that we used to have in the previous patch. Rooftop mission related ship spawns should no longer occasionally overlap, causing multiple ships to spawn on top of one another. They fixed some derelict-based missions, withdrawing right after accepting the mission. They fixed missing light states inside airlocks. Further fixes to jittering AI ships and pips have been made, which is obviously incredibly important and still remains AI problems the major blocker for 3.5, at least in my opinion. Quantum travel VFX should appear normal, no longer occasionally flashing multiple colours wildly. Items placed in your personal hab should no longer get cleaned up. So there is a longer amount of persistence to them, is basically what's going on there. So start collecting random junk in your personal habs. Rest stop hangars should no longer appear to be missing geometry. Players should now be able to retrieve ships with cargo at Area 18. So Area 18 does have a ship shop. It has Astro Armada, although at the moment there's not really much in there other than a Hawk. Last time I checked. You should now be able to buy and sell cargo at Area 18 as well. The ankles of characters should no longer appear bent and at awkward angles while running along a sloped surface. This is actually quite a big change looking at the animations and seems to make stuff a little less sort of like stop and starty. You'll see what I mean when you're running around in the game. Patrol missions should no longer occasionally hang when players rendezvous with initial friendly ships. They fixed 6 client crashes and a server crash as well. There's still some major known issues with that patch that they are ploughing through. No-fly zone autopilot takeover is inconsistent. Players arrive at planetary destinations at the moment just outside of the trigger distance for quantum travel, so you actually have to fly slightly towards a planet or a moon to trigger those travel points, which is annoying, and if you just turned up you'd think that they're broken, but you just have to fly towards them. That obviously needs to be fixed. Players can't move after respawn if they die with chat activated, which is annoying as hell. Actually, something I've noticed is if you relog, so literally go to main menu and come back in the game with your mobi-glass previously open, then the depth of field will blur your screens and you have to entirely quit out of the game, which is annoying as well. You're currently unable to rent ships in Arena Commander. Delamar is not streaming incorrectly when spawning at Levski and flying away. Players are unable to interact with the chair after completing the meetup mission and being invited by Eckhart, so you can't really talk to him properly there, which needs to be fixed. Ship weapons still randomly seem to be shooting off-center or not converging properly, and this behavior seems to be erratic. Sometimes it works, sometimes cycling through my gimbals with R sort of like makes them work briefly and then break again. Performance in this patch, however, is amazing. Frame rate wise, I think it's the best experience I've ever had in Star Citizen by several frames. And it's pretty damn good. 120 plus frames in a load of areas. And when I'm around Lorville or Hurston, ArcCorp, any major area, even with loads of people around, it seems to be pretty damn good. There are still some problems with ships and their cargo, the 300i and the Reliant Core being ones that I've noticed. Ship combat AI is still mega derpy. Less jittery, admittedly, but the AI seem to just go AFK after one attack pass for me. Actually, occasionally an AI will sort of like engage me very briefly. AI on the ground is a little bit better as well, I've noticed. That might have just been in some of the areas I've been fighting them. Around Korea, I was able to actually have a more interesting fight with them, being a little bit more spread out. but again, they're still not able to pose a challenge. None of the AI are currently able to pose a challenge, and that's a major problem. Some of that's clearly bugs and them being a bit broken, but other than that, they do need to have better behaviors and them to be more of a threat in the future. I've realized that I'm actually pretty happy with the flight model though. It feels pretty good, it's easy to use, and it feels like there's a lot to learn and master with it now, especially after being able to play with it for a reasonable period of time now. I am interested to know what joystick, gamepad, and HOTAS users think though, as 99% of my experience of it is through mouse and keyboard, and I know it had lots of issues on throttles earlier, but I think it's reasonably good for HOTAS users now. But tell me what you think about that down below if you are a HOTAS user or joystick user or gamepad user and you have been playing in the new flight model. These patches have been getting a good amount of fixes, and if Cloud Imperium can get AI working well for the live build of 3.5, then this will probably be the best patch we've had for the game by far. This is obviously in addition to fixing those other major blockers and known issues, but please tell me what you think in the comments below. Have you been playing the latest PTU patch? Do you think that the bug fixing and keeping the patch in PTU is awesome to get all those bugs fixed and to get 3.5 as polished as possible? Or do you hate the fact that 3.5 isn't live yet and that Cloud Imperium have broken a promise? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you. Every month, we have a giveaway for a Star Citizen ship. For April 2019, we are giving away a Drake Corsair with lifetime insurance. It's the new concept ship focused on exploration, and the loaner for that ship is currently the Constellation Aquila and the Buccaneer. To be in for a chance of winning, be subscribed to my channel and comment on any video that I put out during April. Full details in the description below. Need a PC or upgrade to play Star Citizen? Consider Shadow. Shadow is a cloud-based subscription alternative to a gaming PC, and it works with Star Citizen Alpha 3.5 better than it ever has. It leverages the power of the internet to give you a Windows 10 gaming environment potentially anywhere. Check out the links below or go to shadow.tech for more information. Use the code BoredGamer to receive a discount on your subscription if you do decide to try it. I'm not sponsored or paid by Cloud Imperium in any way. This is a Star Citizen news and fan channel that is supported by you, the community. Patrons, donations, subscriber stars, YouTube members, that little join button underneath my videos, all help support the channel and allow me to create regular video content, maintain a website, upload podcasts, and more. If you wish to go that extra mile, it is amazingly helpful. There is occasional exclusive content for those that do as well.